Hello, Sagittarius. My name is Michelle, and welcome to my channel, The Signs of Tarot. If you're new to the channel, please think about hitting that subscribe button. I hope we get some messages that resonate with you. I am an intuitive tarot reader out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, make sure you let me know where you are watching this from. Go down to the comment section. Just let me know where you're watching this from. And if you're an existing subscriber, thank you so much for being part of the Signs of Tarot tribe. The messages this week have been out of control. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to show you the grave details, but I also own a liquor company. And yesterday, opening up a bunch of spirit and wine boxes, the box cutter flew from this hand into my bone on this hand. Yes, stitches, tetanus shot, the whole 9 yards. Anyway, I'm having a hard time shuffling, so bear with me, but I got to get some of these messages out. 6 stitches right into my bone. Oh my God, crazy. Anyway, Sagittarius, I hope you're having a wonderful evening or morning. I'm going to cut this deck about 10 times in an effort to get some additional shuffling in. Okay, I also possess one of the clairs I possess, Claire Alliance. It's when you get smells, and right now I'm smelling bananas. There is not a single banana in this house. So if any of you are eating bananas, making bananas, it kind of smells like that very sweet banana, like a banana ice cream or banana candy. This message may resonate with you. Okay, I am going to take one of the oracles from my new deck, the Literary Witches. This is the most badass tarot card deck ever. Not only does it talk about all the writers like Emily Dickinson, who might have been witches or have written about metaphysical world in their writings over the last 500 years, but it takes all the symbols that we know and love from all the books, and it gives you an oracle read. It's kind of interesting. Okay, I'm cutting it 3 times. All right, Sag, bottom of the deck. Get the tree. It's a lonely tree, and it's a tree that doesn't have leaves. So that tells me the tree is holding on. It's getting water. The trunk is strong, but your life is not fulfilling right now. Something in your life is not allowing branches to spring up with leaves and fruit for this to be bountiful and to have this tree flourish. Something is holding you back, or something recently happened in your life. You know, when I get this card, sometimes I kind of think that maybe you had surgery or you're just getting over being sick. And if that's the case, blessings to you, and I hope for a very speedy recovery. But this is barren, and not just barren with fertility, barren with nutrients, but nutrients and passion for life. So although you may be healthy, and I hope all the Sagittarius, people who are watching this are very healthy, what's going on that you feel depleted? This is the card of being depleted. Getting the minimum of what you need to survive. A roof over your head, food on your table, bills are being paid, but you're not waking up every day with a complete, utter zest for life. And I want to see that turn for you. Okay, I'm going to use my affirmators card for you. And I have to shuffle it a few times because Spirit's telling me to get some energy and some movement into these cards. Bear with me. 6 stitches in my thumb. I can absolutely, the box cutter flew from my right hand right into my left hand in a dark warehouse, opening up 500 or 600 bottles of spirits from my other company. Wow. Okay, we're going to take the bottom of the deck. All right, this is good news. The sun. Yes, I think that's marijuana leaves on the bottom of this card, but there's also stars all around the sun, if you can see. And we all know stars, the sign recognized of Aquarius, are around the sun, and stars always mean healing and getting better and getting stronger. So I talked about maybe getting through sickness or having some mineral depletion or an emotional depletion, but the sun is coming out and shining a light on you, and there's stars all around. The stars are out even during the day with the sun. And that tells me that you have energy, extremely positive, abundant, happy, healthy people around you trying to break you free from this situation. Let's take 6 additional cards here. 4 swords, rest, relaxation, meditation, yoga, the calm before the storm. We'll go into it. 4 of Pentacles, King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. 7 of Cups. 7 of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Let me just take a little bit of an assessment. We've got the 4 of Swords up, the 4 of Pentacles up, the King of Cups up, 7 of Cups up, 7 of Pentacles up, 2 sevens, 2 fours. Knight of Pentacles in reverse and the Sun card. The Pentacles in this deck all have stars on them. Your 7 of Cups has a star on them. Your Sun card has stars. So this is all about healing. Whether you're healing from being sick or healing from a recent illness or just healing yourself because you are changing and elevating and you're spiritually growing, Sagittarius. If you want to know the truth, I'm getting that in a very big way right now. I am getting, Sagittarius, it's coming to me hard right now. You are going through a spiritual awakening right now, a very big quantum leap in the world of spiritual awakening. What does that mean? You woke up one day and you said, I'm valuable. You woke up one day and said, this is what I need to do, and this is the path I need to take to live the greatest life ever. And sometimes taking that path means you have to leave people behind, loved ones behind, a partner behind, friends behind, a job behind, a city that you love behind, familiarity that might be negative, but you're in it because it's familiar. And sometimes it's easier to be comfortable in the familiar than uncomfortable in the non-familiar. This is all about spiritual growth and spiritual awakening, Sagittarius. You are abundantly growing with the stars around, with the rays and the little pot plants. You know, pot's good. Pot opens up your mind sometimes. Pot makes you see things that were not there. Pot makes you sometimes see visions and see things more clearly. And that's what this card is all about, the Sun card. It's waking up one day. And this was like a fucking switch. It's like one day you were here and the next day you were here. This is a mass evolution in the world of spirituality. And when that takes place, and I know because I've had 2 spiritual awakenings in my time here on Earth, one was a 7-year process. You have 2 cards of 7 here. But for me, I'm thinking that this is the beginning of a 4-year process for you, Sagittarius. The 4 of Swords, meditation, relaxation, the calm before the storm. Swords are all about intellect and communication. But it's ironic because this particular 4 of Swords card really has 7 swords on it. You are breaking free from a broken heart, somebody that betrayed you, somebody that hurt you, something that lied to you. But I'm really getting a bigger feeling right now and a major download that you are lying to yourself, that you're breaking free from a pattern of negative, destructive behavior that you have been in your life for at least the last 4 years, maybe 40 years. Take it where it resonates, how old you are. You have woken up as a completely different person. You have decided to live a different life. This is flipping the switch from being a meat eater to being a complete vegetarian and a vegan vegetarian at that. This is making a complete, total change in your life. You see the tiger? Tigers are very spiritual. They connect, they are the mother cat. And we all know cats have a direct connection to spirit and the divine. This is the mother cat, the tiger. Okay, the 7 of Swords was all about deceit. And I think the deceit was yourself. I think that even though I don't have the devil here, which typically means addictions or addictive behavior, and sometimes a Lover's card in reverse can also feel that way, I'm feeling with this particular card, because there are 7 swords pointing down, pointing away from spirit, pointing away from being connected to your most higher self. You are raising yourself back to that higher self with this. You're coming out of a negative pattern. Sex addiction is coming to me. Porn addiction, I don't know, maybe drugs and alcohol, shopping, retail, maybe dating the same type of woman over and over again and expecting different results. Or man, put yourself where it belongs. There's no gender in tarot. But this to me has always been the calm before the storm. And you are rising yourself above right now, Sagittarius. I've never felt such a strong reading for you. This is a complete, utter spiritual awakening. And that is scary. Trust me, I have gone through that dark night of the soul. When you wake up and you really don't know who you are. I left a profession after 35 years of being a top professional in my field and loving my field and directing my field to waking up and saying something else resonates with me to lift me to a higher self. And I made that switch. This is a major change in your life because you woke up one day like a flip of a switch. Like I said, Sagittarius, a flip. And you woke up and said, who am I? I mean, this is beyond just changing your hair color, changing the way you may dress, changing the way you may eat, although that's all a part of it. It's all a part of changing the inside and changing the outside. This is way more than going through your closets, like our Four of Pentacles here, the hoarder. You see him hoarding his money, hoarding his pentacles. This is throwing away the past. Excuse me, throwing away who you once were and rebirthing yourself as a completely new person. And when that happens, you bet you get chills. You bet you get fever. You bet you get indigestion. You bet you get heartburn. You bet there's a whole change in your stomach and the way that works. And sleeping patterns. When you go through a spiritual awakening, everything changes. Your body releases all the negativity and the toxicity that you've held back. This is you understanding what you're going through, but being afraid. And I understand why you're afraid. Your whole body changes. If you were to see pictures of me 6 years ago, I don't even look like myself. The whole way my facial structure has changed. It just changes you when you go through a spiritual awakening. When you wake up and say, who am I? Who do I need to be? Who is my greatest self? How do I lift everybody around me, lift myself, lift my spirits, and lift the ones I love around me? What do I have to do? Change jobs, change cities, change relationships, change the way I eat, change my value system, believe in myself. The King of Cups, typically Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but typically a person that may be in your life that could have been the catalyst to helping you change, or this could be the person who just left your life to be the catalyst to make you change. Put it where you belong, Sagittarius. But he's the king of the sea for sure. You see the big cup in his hand? Every king of cups and every tarot deck talks about this being the drinker. This is the alcoholic. This is the jovial. And if it's not somebody who overindulges in alcohol, it's somebody who drinks and is the life of the party, or is known by everyone, or is the one that makes everyone laugh. This is my humor card. You see him dancing around with the cup? This is the friend that walks into the room that everybody knows their name. Okay. This could be the person that just entered your life. Friend, romantic, could be a king, could be a queen. It doesn't matter. We all possess both feminine and masculine. So on any given day, we could be pulling out one of those sides of us. The truth of the matter is, this is the person that either came into your life to help catapult this change, or this is the person that you're having a hard time letting go of your life, but you know you need to because you feel the spiritual change happening. You know, I will tell you this, and I'm keeping this raw and keeping this real. So if it happens to you, because no one told me this, there were times during this spiritual awakening, I have several businesses and I'm around new people, new clients, new professionals all the time, that I would walk into a room and energy would hit me. And if it was negative energy, I literally would pick myself up from a table in a meeting and sit at the other end of the table. People thought I was going a little bit crazy and nuts, but when that energy came in and it was negative to me, I put a shield up and I said, I don't want that negativity. You know, I'm trying to see what crystals I have around my desk. I keep selenite next to my bed at night. I keep selenite on my workstation. I keep selenite in my pocket. I always want to be clear of other people's negative energies. But let's talk about this King of Cups. Let's say, for the sake of argument, you met somebody new, a new friend, a new boss, a new coworker, a new lover, somebody that you're just dating. Someone entered your life. And let's say that this is the positive side of the King of Cups, somebody who came in, just started making you laugh, started taking you out, started getting you back out into the real world, because we've all been in such utter fucking isolation with this pandemic. Let's say this is the person that is helping you bring your spiritual awakening. Let go of your past. If this is something you want in a romantic partnership, Sagittarius, you're going to sense and feel that you're still connected to your past. And it's going to be a turn off of them and they're going to walk away. It's time for you to let go of hurt and pain. It's time for you to stop hoarding your hoarding your heart, hoarding your mind, hoarding your soul, hoarding your money, and hoarding your happiness. You see the three birds on the hippo's back? Birds to me, and if you follow my Signs of Tarot here on YouTube, or you follow my website, www.thesignsoftarot, if you follow anything, you know, to me, birds on touching any animal or any person in my tarot decks tells me it's a divine connection. This is divinely orchestrated. Okay? And if this is the person that just left your life, the one that broke your heart, the one that made you sad, the one that was drunk all the time, the one that was unreliable, the one that had emotional outbursts when you weren't expecting it, Spirit's telling me it's time for you to let go of this person and allow this spiritual awakening to take place. Sagittarius, these are two of the greatest cards together in the deck. It's time for you to elevate, rise, rise. But this is bringing you to a completely different high vibe. And let me tell you what's coming in for that. Great cards. 7 of Cups, new choices in love, new choices in work, new choices in city, new choices in friend, and mainly your new choices that you're sticking to. You want to stop eating fish for a year? It's going to come to you with ease. You want to stop driving on the freeway to work because it stresses you out and it's easier for you to take the surface streets and it makes you less stressed. Even if you have to leave 10 minutes earlier, you're going to make that choice. The 7 of Cups is all about choices and making those choices, because if you orchestrate your choices correctly, they turn out perfectly. I love this card because it shows that level of orchestration. One cup pours into the next cup, which pours into the next cup, which pours into the next cup. You see the hands here, the hands of spirit? Choices are coming your way. 7 of Pentacles. Love this card too. This is my card of being a workaholic and a worker bee in this particular card. It's about planting different seeds, finding new choices and planting those seeds. But you have to do more than plant seeds for them to grow. You have to nurture them. If you have a new job, show up every day early. If you have a new job, show them your value. If you have a new job, if you're in an existing job, show them your ingenuity, how smart you are in the workplace, the different things that you can do that make the workplace more effective and efficient with money, with time, and with labor. If this is a love relationship, stop playing games. Absolutely stop playing games. If somebody that you're into and you just started dating texts you, text them back. Call them back. Stop playing the waiting game. Stop playing games. This is all about nurturing and growing things the right way, the correct way. The way you're going to come into this relationship or this new job, Sagittarius, with the abundance and clarity, because you are being in the process of a major, major spiritual awakening right now. We got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Think that there's been some monetary loss in your life the last year and a half. Well, COVID did it for everybody. There's been some cuts at your job. There's been some cuts. Maybe everyone had to take a paycheck, maybe pay cut. Maybe everybody had to take a little bent in their benefits. Maybe you had to take some hours. Maybe you had to split some shifts. This is, whenever I get the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, I read this as an energy in the workplace that things had to take a step back. But sometimes we have to step back to rebuild and regrow. Using a silly analogy, my bean plants blew it. I'm a gardener. It's what I do. It's my fun. It's my zen. It's my calmness. And in Las Vegas, in our 118 degrees this summer, 22 days in a row of having temperatures over 118 degrees, all of my bean plants died. I pulled them out. Now I'm growing beets. Now I'm growing different onions. Now I'm growing different cucumbers. I took it down and I'm rebuilding from the ground up. That's what it's telling me to tell you to do. I'm going to take a couple more cards from the Rider-Waite. There's a chance that somebody is coming back from your past, or that you're going to meet someone at a reunion, a high school reunion, college reunion, or an old job is going to call you back. They may have let you go due to COVID. They may have let you go, a lack of money. You're feeling left out in the cold, several people, but they're going to call you back now that the economy is getting back to normal and you may have a brand new job. It's telling me that you may travel with this job, or you may travel to this person. If this indeed is a person from your past who left you out in the cold, they're definitely calling you back. They're going to travel to you fast and furious. This is my gorgeous card. It is the Chariot, sign of Cancer. They don't have to be a Cancer. They could have Cancer in their chart. But you can see that the Chariot to me is the ultimate card of breaking free from a brand new spiritual awakening, because he's driving away fast and furious away from the towers, away from the negativity, the toxicity, and moving forward to a whole new life's path. This is all about spiritual awakening, Sagittarius. And going back to my initial card of being barren and not feeling well, trust me, not that you should never get the regular medical help and never trust your health to a tarot card reader, but when you do catch a connectivity to spiritual so that your vibes rise and your entire platform of who you are spiritually rises, your body changes. You get chills, sometimes fever, sometimes a cough. Sometimes you don't eat, so you lose a few pounds. I'm just telling you what I went through during 2 separate spiritual awakenings. So I want you to prepare yourself. This is also the card of getting many, many downloads, communication, pointing down, coming down from the ether into you. If you meditate, if you listen. Okay, Sagittarius, enjoy the ride. You've earned this. God bless and namaste. I don't know, it's not stopping.